Hello my lovely Cancerians, and a very warm welcome to your September 2020 horoscope. Now this is a very big month because on the 9th of the month until November 13th we've got Mars, the planet that rules your energy, your passion, your drive, going to go retrograde. But more about that in a little moment when I've got through some of the earlier aspects happening this month. On the 2nd of the month, we've got a full moon happening here with Neptune in your 9th house. So this is very much, full moons shine a light on a life area. So this is shining a light on higher education, higher learning. Maybe you'd like to learn something new, study something in more depth. Maybe you've had a dream with Neptune there of studying something and now's the time to do it, to let it loose. Maybe you'd like to teach and share. It's also a culmination of something on your spiritual path. Finding something, some more meaning in your life. You're going to be looking for that with that full moon, and the full moon may show you and give you some pointers along that journey. On the 6th of the month, we've got Mercury coming into your 4th house. Mercury in the 4th is a really good time for any kind of communications with family, close people to you. It's a really good time for working, studying, learning from home, sharing from home. Of course, that's more and more likely as time goes on, but certainly this could be a trigger for something new in that area for you. It's very good for clearing the air with family members, and also a really good time for some, you might be looking at your ancestry. You might be looking back at, where do I come from? What are my roots? How can I feel more stable and more secure? And of course for you Cancerians, we all know that that kind of energy is extremely important to you. You need to feel a sense of security and stability. And on the 7th of the month, we've got Venus coming into your 2nd house of money. So this could be some good news financially. You might receive a bonus, a gift. You might receive a raise. You might find yourself interested in a luxury item. But it's very, very good for coming up with an idea that helps you to be entrepreneurial, self-employed. And Cancerians, you're very good, many of you, very shrewd, very good in business. So this can be a very good business or money aspect for you. The challenge is that you have to make sure that you don't just suddenly spend a load of money, because that also can happen with Venus in the 2nd. So this Mars retrograde starting on the 9th until November 13th, up in your 10th house. So Mars, when it goes retrograde, you might be coming back to a career that you once explored, coming back to something that you once studied, and then saying, oh, you know what? Why don't I do this? I used to enjoy it so much. You might also be coming back, because Mars retrograde is literally about not pushing forward too much. If you try to push forwards in your career especially, you might find as though things are just, it's like wading through glue. But if you're ready to reflect and reassess and readdress and re-examine, then by the middle of November you might really be clearly ready to go ahead with a new course of action. Things can complete during the retrograde, but they don't tend to begin during the retrograde. That's just the tendency. Doesn't mean to say that it's impossible, but that's the overall trend of the energy. And you might be really wanting more meaning in your life. Why am I here? What am I doing? What's my destiny? And during the retrograde, it's a wonderful time for researching and looking at the possibilities of the things that you might like to get involved in as we move towards a new paradigm. On the 17th of the month, we've got a new moon happening here in your 3rd house along with the sun. So this is new beginnings for learning something, teaching, sharing, communicating, meeting people in your neighborhood, connecting up with people, networking. You might meet some very interesting new people that are very exciting to be around. And it's also really good for anything that stimulates your mind. So anything that gets you really going mentally, and also learning how to calm your mind, so you've got the balance between learning and inputting and being proactive, and at the same time being passively just accepting what is. So there's these two polarities that you might well be dealing with during this month, Cancerians. On the 23rd of the month, we've got the sun coming into the 4th, shining a light on your home area. You might get some good news about a family member, but it's wanting you to put more vitality and energy into your home. Even if you feel unsettled, even if you feel as though things are changing, make the space that you're in alive and vibrant and good feeling when you walk into the room. Even if it's one room or one corner of a room in your home, it'll make all the difference. On the 28th of the month, Mercury comes into your 5th house. This is great for finding romance, for starting a new business, for having a creative idea about a new business. And of course, there's a lot happening in this relationship area, Cancerians. Some of you preferring solitude and not to be in a relationship, but some of you exploring, going a little beyond maybe the parameters that you've had before, and being prepared to create new kinds of relationships that are more nourishing with somebody that you can deeply trust. So there you have it, lovely Cancerians. Thank you very much for liking, commenting, sharing, subbing. I'm extremely grateful to those of you who support. You give on Patreon, or you come on the live chats. As you know, the videos are very time consuming to prepare, but I do it with such joy because you're in my living room and we're together creating this. So I wish you a wonderful September. Much love to you. Bye for now.